Welcome to a slow and calming class that is wonderful to do before bedtime or in the evening before you sit down in front of the Netflix or whatever you want to do. It's also great if you just need to stretch your body after being seated too long or walking a lot. So first of all, sit down on your mat. You don't need a lot of yoga clothes, just something that you can move in. So sit down on your mat, tall spine, maybe let your hands rest here on your thighs. After a long day, maybe a stressful day, your breath might be lifted a little bit up towards your chest. So right now we try to calm ourselves. Taking slow and deep inhales and exhales. Right now, there is nothing you need to achieve. No goals you need to reach. And not even a lot of prayers for right now. It's just our time, your time, to connect with God through movement. So inhaling God's spirit, God's power, and God's rest. Gently let your right hand reach down towards the floor and left arm up. Don't overdo this. Maybe just a soft arm leaning towards your right side. So again, avoiding overdoing anything, overachieving. It's not about being correct or pretty right now. It's just about feeling good. And giving that spine, neck, and back some release. Let go and move to the other side. Realizing that God's Spirit often use the most common way to communicate with us, and that's actually through bodily senses. Coming back to center. Your hands again find your knees. Now move your head to your left side. Your cheek is not gonna reach down on your shoulder here, so just a bit of neck stretch. Sit tall. Now roll your head down in front, slowly to the other side. Notice if there's difference in sensation from left to right. No need to analyze it, just know that there might be. And if you're up for it and your neck is okay, you might look up towards the sky, not take your head too far back, but up, looking up. And this time letting your chin reach down towards your shoulder. Roll down front. And again, chin towards the shoulder. Feels a little bit different than before. Looking up. And down towards your left. Awesome. Now take a firm hold of your knees and move your shoulder blades actually to the front and your spine back. So sitting almost on this lumbar part of your spine, lower spine. Moving the other direction. Stretching the front to the chest. Leaning forward, shoulder blades a little bit back and together. Closing your eyes and maybe looking up so you get a stretch in your throat as well. Noticing if you kind of grasp or pull your jaws together. If you do that, create some space in your mouth. Coming back. Gonna move down on our back and move slowly. Feet on the mat, knees bended. And take one bended knee and pull it in towards you. You can take your right leg up and your right armpit, and however long you want to stretch the other leg. Maybe it's just a little micro bend or stretching further. And you're welcome to move this hip joint a little bit, especially if you feel some pinching in your hip flexors. And slowly bent, left again, going for a little bit of a stretch for your lower back and actually your glute. So reaching, if your right leg is up to the side, reaching in for your left thigh. And again, don't overdo it. Relax your legs, also the calves here. Letting go. Right foot on the mat and moving off left knee, and again stretching the other leg as much as you feel is comfortable in your hip. And notice where your mind is right now. Is it full of everyday things, maybe conflicts or worries? Let that go. You can't really solve a lot of things right now. This glute stretch, reversed pigeon I call it, on your left thigh or glute. Let go. Gonna turn around and move onto our bellies. Get a little bit of a back bend. Often that's so awesome after feeling tired in the lower back. So it will be our Sphinx Pose. So I actually prefer folding my mat, or maybe a pillow, whatever works for you, under your arms. Palms on the mat, toenails on the mat, and just rest here. Again, don't overdo things. Relax your glutes. Close your eyes. And take deep, soothing breaths. Let God's peace enter. Come down. Stacking your hands, forehead on the hands. And let the feet move up towards the ceiling. And gently roll your feet to kind of a reversed windshield. Relax your legs down, and then we finish in child's pose. So slowly and as comfortable as possible, make your way back into child's pose. Some distance in between your knees. And you might even have a bolster or a big pillow here to rest on if you like. This is your time. Nothing to achieve. Not the perfect posture. Not the perfect prayer. Just say your own prayer to God. Just for 1 minute. And then finish your prayer with thanksgiving and a prayer of gratitude. There's always something to say thank you for, and be grateful for. Amen. As you know, you can continue down in child's pose. Hopefully, your body, soul, and mind feel more calm and hopefully better than it did before. God's blessings on your night may it be restful and peaceful to you. And remind yourself that you are loved. You are approved, and you are a child of God. Thank you.